Bang, bang. What's going on, guys? This is the main event on Talkin Hands. We're here to break down this Saturday's huge main event. Got the return of Jesse Bam Rodriguez take on Rungvisai in San Antonio, Texas. So maybe some of the pub guys will be stopping by. Prior to that, though, got to recap last week's card. Devastating knockout, sensational, scintillating, enthusiastic, all the words I can give. We had Artur Beterbiev smashes Mr. Joe Smith Jr. Second round gets him out of there. Danny, thoughts? Couldn't quite get to round 7 for us, but still look great. Artur Beterbiev.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Obviously that money line was parlayable. I mean, I know it was like minus 700, minus 800, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, I was hoping he would start slow like usual and get a later finish, but I kind of wanted Smith to start fast, which he did. But like you were saying too, like he's hittable, and he went in there too aggressive. And once he felt that power, like Beterbiev, bro, like somebody's got to do an X-ray or something in his hands because he might have some metal or something in there, bro.
I mean, we discussed it last week. It's not. It's like under the radar finishing. Like he hits you, you're down. Like every time against every opponent. This is 18 fights, 18 knockouts. And it doesn't even look like he's hitting you cleanly with a big shot, but you're just dropping. And once Smith got dropped probably the second time, he was toast. Like he was dead on arrival.
Oh, for sure. Like his legs they gave out, and bro, like I just don't understand. The guy's got so much power, Beterbiev, and he's just strolling around like nothing. Like he goes back to his corner, like then he comes back out, and he's swinging away. And like you're saying, like they look like power shots, but it's not like something like crazy. Like oh my god, like you know what I mean? Like you can just tell he's naturally just strong as hell and has power in those hands like nobody else out there.
Yeah, I mean. I retweeted a tweet I put out October 2019 that said Canelo doesn't want anything to do with Beterbiev. I will stand by that.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the fight to make. Beterbiev, Bivol. Hopefully they can get that done.
Well, they're talking about basically a mandatory for yard
for Beterbiev.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would knock him out too.
Right, that's easy pickings.
Yeah,
even though they asked him, like they said after the fight, you gotta fight yard now, basically. But who would you prefer? Try to go for undisputed or fight yard? And Beterbiev obviously said, I want undisputed.
Yeah, I agree.
Bivol.
So we got in the chat, Real Deal Prime, Boston Nick. Nick said it was the back of the year that put him on Elm Street. Yeah, I think he was on Elm Street the second he walked in the squared circle. Like he did not want to be there at all. As Big Show had on the bottom there, check out PUBSPORTSradio.com. 25% off all your items this month, June. 9 more days. Father's Day just passed. If you forgot to give your dad a gift, go to PUBSPORTSradio.com. Pick him up a T-shirt or anything of the like. And if you want to support us, buymeacoffee.com/PubSportsRadio. Any donation would help. $5 for a coffee. The boys were actually in Austin just last weekend for the UFC. If you want to meet all the guys, help out, buy a coffee. We will be in Atlantic City, I believe, is the destination. The sooner the better. The more coffee we get bought, the quicker we'll be there. Beterbiev, great fighter. Impressive performance. He would kill Yard. Hopefully that's not the next fight, but he's just way too good. Guess we can move on from the Beterbiev fight. We got this week's main event, kind of a slim pickings card, so we're only going to go to the main event of this week. We have the return of Jesse Bam Rodriguez as he fights Srisaket Sor Rungvisai, or as we will like to call him in this content, Rung. We have Rodriguez versus Rung. Bam Rodriguez, he looked great his last fight. Danny, thoughts on this one? I think it's going to be a very good fight.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to Nikki in the chat. Deal Prime's always here supporting us. He always says wrestling rules. um, yeah, man. It's about styles, man, and these two styles are gonna make a great fight because Rung has that. He's got like that Mexican style to him. He likes being aggressive. A lot of volume. He's got a lot of power. A lot of power. What's he got? Like 40 knockouts or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he put out Chocolatitos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but Jesse, bro, this kid, man, I've been watching him the last like 4 or 5 years, and it's insane. Like the kid is only 22. I say kid because I'm older than him. He's only 22. Like
yeah.
He went up a couple weight classes to fight for the title in Quadros, and won. And his footwork is so amazing to me. Like the way he pivots. The way the angles he takes, his little side steps, the way he backs up and then counters you. Like it's the sky's the limit for this kid because like he's only 22, he's only getting better. His body, he's not even framed out yet. So once he gets that power, and he's got power, he's got like 10 knockouts if I'm not mistaken. Once he fills out and gets more power too, it's the sky's the limit, man. And I think this fight is gonna be entertaining just because of the styles, like I said. Rung is go in there, want to make this more of a brawl, not not try to box him outside or anything like that. He's gonna try to get inside, throw some hooks, and try to overpower this kid. But Jesse, man, like I said, man, I think Rung's gonna have a lot of hard time with his footwork. Jesse's footwork is crazy. His jab is great, and I don't know. For me, I think he gets it done by decision. A lot of his knockouts actually come early in fights, like the first half. And his last fight, even though he looked impressive, he kind of, even though he looked good at the end, he kind of, wore down a little bit gas tank wise, but it wasn't like he was extremely tired or anything like that. But I gotta go with Jesse, man, in this one. I think he's like minus 450. I actually think he's parlayable, but it should be an interesting fight, and I think he gets it done by decision.
Yeah, I'm looking currently at mybookie.ag. Enter that promo code PUBSPORTS, get your 50% deposit bonus match, credit debit, 100% Bitcoin up to $1,000. Use that Bitcoin, get that $1,000 back. Currently, mybookie.ag, they don't have a line, but from what I've seen about minus 400 for Jesse Bam Rodriguez, which I think is a pretty fair line. Yeah, for me, I think this is more speed kills. I think Jesse Rodriguez is a much quicker fighter. That's basically how he put Quadros out, but he was just so much quicker. And like you said, he was in and out, moving, pivoting, hit him with shots he didn't see, too late to react, hit him with like those little sneaky uppercuts, sneaky jabs, bust him up. And I think he does the same thing. I watched a couple fights of Rung, and I'll be honest, I think Bam Rodriguez, especially, and we have to make this known too, hometown fight for him too in San Antonio. Hometown kid coming back. I could see a knockout here. I actually do. I think he's going to knock this guy out late in the fight. What you said was true. Like round 8, round 9 of the last fight, he gave up probably 2 rounds, but then the last 2 or 3 rounds, he started putting it back on his opponent to seal the win. I like him here a lot. I was very impressed in the couple fights I watched today of him. I think he's very good. Sneaky good defense too. But the problem is when he shows up like this, he leaves an opening for an uppercut. So if he faces a guy with a huge devastating uppercut or who can really work the body, I'd be a little worried, but right now I don't see him losing this bout personally at all. I think he rolls.
What's crazy too, since you're and those odds are crazy. What I saw, I think like 7-12 is like plus 500, plus 600 for the knockout for Jesse. So I mean that's a easy hedge for me. Like if you want to smash that by decision prop for Jesse, and then you sprinkle him by KO just in case he gets a stoppage. Yeah, like Bixo says, smash that like button, boys, as you come in the chat, man. And leave a comment here for the prediction yours. Let us know what you guys got. The last guy knocked out wrong was Quadras, and it was in like 2014. So, a little boxing, math or whatever. But that was so long ago. That's when Quadros was in his prime. And I could see it. I could see it, man. I could see the late stoppage, but because the thing I didn't like about Rung, did you see his last couple of fights? He's been fighting like Thailand against some
Yeah, I don't think he's
nobodies.
good at all. Like I think he's looked lousy on Big Show and Chad. What's the fun bet for the week? Plus 400 more. If Danny is saying round 7 to 12 is over plus 400,
it's like 500, bro, or 6.
Yeah, that would be the fun bet of the week. Because for me, unlike Barrios, who I like Barrios. Interviewed him, another local guy. I think Rodriguez is a little bit more of the goods, so to speak, and I think he's going to want to really show out in this fight. And I think he can get this guy out of there. Plus, he's older. Like, I think he's on like the downside of his career. To me, the fight to make is hopefully. I don't know what Chocolatito's status is. If Chocolatito has moved up, or is he fighting Estrada again? Like, I don't know where he's at personally, but I think Rodriguez versus Chocolatito would be a huge, huge bout if that ever gets made. But yeah, I mean, Bam Rodriguez looks to be very, very good, very young. I think he's related to Joshua Franco. Franco, I know, has a title too.
Yeah, it's his brother, man. And he's just getting better. He's just gonna get better, bro. Like, he's only 22. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I love him here. I love him here. I love him to I think he's gonna get a finish. I really do.
So I know you're talking about a finish. So for Big Show, he's looking for a nice plus money line. Where do you think it happens? Do you think it happens earlier? First half of the fight, second half? I mean, both odds are. You could sprinkle both, and if it happens, it happens because they're so big.
I mean, I would probably say second half of the fight. The deal is, and the worry is kind of like what happened last week with Beterbiev is, I think the speed is going to be devastating, dramatic, and people will be betting wrong off of past results, thinking, oh, he knocked out Chocolatito 3-4 years ago. This kid, he just beat, Quadros, who's an old man. Yeah. He can knock this guy out. And I personally think the odds might come down to Rodriguez being a minus 300 to 350 rather than him going to a 500, 600, because I think people will overestimate how good Rung is. And I think Rodriguez is. Dude, I'm telling you, I really think he has some of the best boxing I've seen in a while.
Oh, I'm just so impressed. I can't say more enough, man. Because like I said, I keep saying it. He's only 22. And it's crazy because this is not his weight class. Like, he stepped up to fight Quadros, and what was it, round 4? I know it was early, round 4, round 3 that he knocked him down.
Yeah, he knocked him down. Pretty quickly.
Because he's a fast starter. That's why I was asking, man. Because I could see him going and kill, for the kill early, late, by decision. I just think he wins this fight. So, like I said, parlay him. I'm all over Jesse Bam Rodriguez here, man. I think we got a good line here. Like you were saying, I still think there's a lot of people out there that don't know about this kid. It's gonna take a few more fights until people actually know who he is. Like, oh wow, this kid is really, becoming something. So this is another stepping stone for him.
Yeah, and I'll say that you look at his previous fighters he's fought, the results. The Quadros was a huge name, and the thing was, he opened, and it was a pick'em versus Quadros, and he got up to a minus 400 once you saw the technical advancement that he had compared to the opponent. And Rung, to me, he's slow. He hits like a tank, but he's going to be so much slower. And Jesse had good enough defense to where even if he gets dropped, which I don't think is going to happen, but if he gets dropped, he's still going to win 8 of the 12 rounds, 9 of the 12 rounds. He's not going to get outboxed round in, round out. And that's what I always go back to is if I'm betting, I want the better boxer in a boxing match. I don't care if this guy hits harder. I want the guy who's going to win minutes, win rounds, and Jesse Rodriguez.
And that's why you hate Tank.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. You're entirely correct. You're entirely correct. And,
I always got to throw that in there.
Yeah, I think as Nick says, guys hit the like, but I love Rodriguez here. I think he's going to be a bet on fighter. What's his height? 5'4", right? It's 5'4", so he probably can't move up too crazy. He'll probably tip out like 126, I imagine, because anything higher than that, he'll be fighting giants. But yeah, he's very, very good. Very good boxer.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going off by box rec, bro. Mm-hmm. He's actually going to be a bigger guy here, Jesse Rodriguez, because box rec has Rung 5'3", 63.5 reach.
That is correct. Yep.
Yeah, and Jesse's 5'4" with 67. And Jesse's not used to that, being a bigger guy like that either. So that might be an advantage too.
Yeah, I think this is, again, maybe I'm underestimating Rung here, but you alluded to it, the competition. He fought like the last couple of fights, and he hasn't looked terrific in those fights. Could be recency bias or, quote, hometown bias maybe to do the San Antonio connection, but I think Rodriguez has this fight all day.
Yeah, because it's been, like you were saying, we were talking about his competition, speaking about Rung, but also it's been, a year and 3 months since his last fight. And
ring rust for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So and like you were saying earlier too, he's older, he's got a lot of wear and tear in his body and things like that. So, I mean, I just like Jesse here, man. I really do.
Should be a fun and exciting bout for
sure.
As it does last, though.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be, like a 11 rounds to 1 type of thing. I mean, I could see him outboxing him for sure for 9 rounds, something like that, 9 rounds, and shit, maybe a stoppage. Who knows, man? It's kind of hard for me to pick a stoppage just because, like I was saying earlier, like Jesse is, building his strength up. He's, he's not even framed out yet. He's only 22, so he's still kind of growing a little bit and getting his weight up and things like that. And this guy hasn't been knocked out since like 2014. So,
yeah, no, I mean it's definitely a tall task. And then when they're, they're kind of small guys, like 115, 118 pounds. They're not going to hit like trucks. So
yeah, we're not talking about in a way.
yeah. And I mean, you got to land clean to really put someone like this out. But yeah, I mean,
that's what he does though. He's accurate. So
no, and that's the thing is he'll hit you because what I think's going to happen is Rung's going to overcommit on a shot. Jesse's going to move and hit him with an uppercut and drop him.
That's how I see it, bro. Like he don't even have to have like amazing power. Like just like his pivot and then his counter. He's gonna frustrate like Rung, and he's gonna overextend, like you said, and then get caught and might, drop him or shit, maybe put him out. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean it is minus 400 right now, so a little tough to do the money line, but Danny's kind of lean to decision. Plus 500, 7 to 12. Yes. I'll take that too any day. So yeah, I like Bam Rodriguez here. Good fight. Hopefully it doesn't clash too much with the UFC card Saturday night. I don't know if they're going to be on separate times or not, but ideally it doesn't.
Actually, this UFC card is actually late. It's like a pay-per-view time. Main card starts at 10.
So yeah, hopefully everyone's going to be able to watch this fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. Nick said it. Hit that like button, guys. As always, make sure drop down a comment. Who do you like? Who you like for this bout? What were your thoughts on Beterbiev? You think Beterbev's the goods? Can Beterbiev stop Bivol?
Do you want him? Do you want to see Beterbiev murder Yard, or just forget about Yard and fight Bivol like Preston was saying?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that fight doesn't happen. But
it's gonna happen, bro. They're already talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, we finally got a date for Joshua Usyk too.
Yeah,
so that was good. So that's August 20th. That's gonna be a huge fight. Usyk's the favorite. I think Usyk does the same thing this fight again and outboxes him because, as I said, I like the boxer. So yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty much it. Make sure I'm sure we'll see it later in the week. Go to Prize Picks. Prize Picks has a lot of boxing information up too. PrizePicks.com, promo code PUBSPORTS. Get that 100% deposit bonus match. You put in 100, you get 100, $200. Play around with it. I'm sure they'll have round props, punches landed, fantasy score, all the above. And all the above, I would take over for Bam Rodriguez in this fight because I think he's going to land a lot of punches in this bout. So that should be it. Danny, any final thoughts for the week?
No. Talking about the Prize Picks and stuff like that. I don't know why you're taking so long to put like the lines just came out like on Bovada today. And my bookie still don't have any, and the props don't, they're not on Prize Picks yet. So it's weird. But yeah, I agree with Preston. Go over. I don't know what the number is, but we gotta give our best bet now.
Yeah, best bet. Yeah. Go
ahead. This one's tough. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not like super confident because I can see a late stoppage or something like that for Jesse, but I gotta take. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna pay up for the chalk, and I think it's minus 150, minus 140 by decision. Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Probably put like a unit and a half, depending, or 1.4 if it's minus 140. So that's my best bet for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the shot. We'll say plus 500. That's what I'll say for 7 to 12. I'll take that shot, and then even if
usually we're backwards.
Yeah, I just think I'll be honest. I was very, very impressed with what I watched recently from him, and not impressed with the opponent. And I think the odds reflect that minus 400. So I love.
What up, G?
Yeah, what's up, Guillermo? Guillermo in the chat. I love Jesse Bam Rodriguez. A lot of people watching this video, watching the content from the San Antonio area, as PUBSPORTS is, make your way down. See the fight live. Brand new arena. It's literally the first big boxing match at this arena. Brand new arena in San Antonio. Tickets are cheap, $30. Get a ticket. Go to a fight. World Championship fight.
Could be a great one too, man.
If I was in town, I would definitely make the trip down to see it. I love it. Bam Rodriguez, 7 to 12 plus 500. So I'm going with Danny with the decision. And that should be it for another exciting edition of Talkin Hands. We'll see what we got next week. Hopefully we got a good fight. I'm sure we do every week. There's a great fight.
Yeah, always. Landscape. If not, we'll make it look great.
Yeah, exactly.
Find somebody good bets or, it's always a great fight when we can make some money on it.
Definitely, as Danny said. Yeah, definitely. Always can make good money on boxing. Great sport. That'll be it, guys. We'll see you next week. This was the main event on Talkin Hands. Peace.
Smash that like.